What's up, everybody? Today we have a lot of movie news to cover. Well, apparently there's a Willy Wonka prequel in the works. We're also going to have a look at leaked photos from SpiderMan 3. We also have another look at Ghostbusters Afterlife, as well as another look, a first look actually, Godzilla versus Kong. So this is a packed video. So let's get this started. We're going to talk first about Willy Wonka. Well, Warner Brothers, I didn't even know there was a prequel in the works or a movie about Willy Wonka, but yes, and it will be set to release 2023. It will be called Wonka, and it's a prequel. So this is going to be prior to the whole chocolate factory. It's probably how Willy Wonka gets to build his factory. Of course, the iconic one is still the one from the 70s with Gene Wilder. We also had the other version with Johnny Depp and Tim Burton. I really love Tim Burton, but I do understand Tim Burton is not a director that pleases, I would say, the general audience, because he has such a unique style. I love watching his films because I just find him so creative, and I really love Johnny Depp as an actor. I really enjoy the remake mostly because of the creative choices of Tim. I just enjoy that. However, that movie didn't do very well. So now, instead of doing another remake, I think they're going to stick with the whole idea of the original, and maybe we already saw the Johnny Depp one, and now they're going to go back to the past, to the time where Willy Wonka is actually not the famous owner of the chocolate factory. So that is kind of interesting. I'm not sure how many people is really interested in seeing a young version of Wonka. I mean, we had sort of flashbacks of things that happened to Wonka in the latest remake, but it wasn't like a proper, just like how he gets to build his own factory and all of that. But this one is really just going to focus on the younger Willy Wonka. So that's the news as far as the Willy Wonka. Now we're going to have a look at Godzilla versus Kong. That is the first picture we have. And wow, how exciting is it to see these two titans go against each other. There was a very, very tiny clip that we saw. It was kind of an HBO Max mashup, where we see a lot of other stuff that HBO is that they will release on their platform, obviously to bring more subscribers. And I have to tell you that HBO Max is definitely looking way more attractive now with all these movies. If you can't go to the theaters, you can just watch it at home. So this is the picture of Godzilla versus Kong. This is going to be amazing. I really love Kong. I often root for Godzilla, but I'm not sure if I can root for Godzilla when he's fighting Kong. So I don't know. You guys tell me who will win this fight. I mean, this is going to be amazing. We also have this other picture over here. And wow, he just looks so mighty, doesn't he? Amazing. It's weird to me that they haven't released a trailer, like a full-on trailer. We were so used to many trailers prior to a movie before, right? But now it seems like they're not really working on that kind of marketing anymore. I just find it weird that this movie is coming out, let me see if it says here, March 26th. And we should have seen a trailer by now, and all we have is a clip. On one hand, I actually really like that, because sometimes trailers, they put so many things in there, especially like big action scenes that oh man, I wish they had saved that for the movie, and it spoils. I hate that. But it's nice for you to see at least like a tiny trailer, so you have an idea of the feel of the film. But no, we only have like a small clip, and we cannot really see anything. But this image over here, it's looking amazing. And this one here with Kong is also looking pretty awesome. So that is it. First look at Godzilla versus Kong. Now we're going to have a look at Ghostbusters Afterlife. And boom, this is the picture that it was released. And if you don't know anything about Ghostbusters Afterlife, well, this is a movie I'm very, very excited for, because this movie takes place in the same universe of the original films. Not only that, the original cast is coming back. So this really looks like it's a movie that is respecting what came before. Also, this is directed by the son of the original director. So his name is Jason Reitman, and Ivan Reitman was the original director. There was an article posted by Empire in which Jason Reitman says that his father watched the test screening and he cried. He said he's so proud of his son, which really gives me good vibes. You know, if the original director really loved and he feels so proud of his son, this just fills me with hope. Not only that, there's more. He's referring to it a lot as a horror film. So this is going to be very interesting because, you know, when you look back at the 2016 one, there were no elements of horror. It was actually just comedy, and not even good comedy. It was just such a weird movie, you know? It's like they just dressed all the women in Ghostbusters attire and just expect everyone to just, wow, we have new Ghostbusters. They didn't even care about the story. It just didn't make any sense. It felt like a bunch of cosplayers trying to make like a terrible fan-made film, you know what I mean? Because fans can make really good films, but that one, it was just the worst. It really deserved the backlash. And I'm talking about the backlash towards the movie, not the people, the actors and all. I never supported any of that, of course. But I do agree that that movie was absolutely ridiculous, terrible. I hate when they do stuff where, especially when they put women there and they say, look, we're so progressive, but they don't even respect what came before. That really pisses me off, you know? We already have a Ghostbusters. You should have acknowledged the universe, and this film is doing that. In fact, there is a lot of people thinking that one of the kids will be related to someone from the crew. We don't know it yet. I mean, it looks like this is the girl over here because she does look like someone that is very familiar to us. Also, in this picture over here, guys, they seem to be wearing the suit, you know. I don't know if it is the original suit or what exactly is happening here, but we have seen pictures before in which the car is back, right? However, this movie is not really taking place in New York. There was also a really tiny teaser that looked so beautiful. The cinematography looked so great. And now that the director is referring to this film as a horror film, you know, this is something that he spoke to Spielberg himself. He mentioned to Spielberg. It says here at the end of the article that this is Jason Reitman saying, he said, I was at the Directors Guild meeting and I happened to be sitting next to Steven Spielberg. When I told him I was working on Ghostbusters, he out of nowhere said, Library Ghost, top 10 scares of all time. It is true. And if you continue reading this article, he is really referring to this film as a horror. So it looks like what he's doing here is prioritizing horror along with the comedy. So comedy is probably going to be second. And I think this is something that it will really work with Ghostbusters. I cannot wait to see this film. So that is it. That is actually the only photo we had. No more trailers, unfortunately. But now we're going to have a look at Spider-Man 3. So Spider-Man 3 is a movie that has so many characters involved that is just like, it's even hard to cover. It's definitely going to be involved with Doctor Strange multiverse. And I think it's going, that's why we're hearing so many rumors or so many characters there were not even the movies, you know. We even have Matthew Murdock that is going to be played by Charlie Cox from the Netflix show showing up. This is just crazy. We also have Jamie Foxx coming back. We have Tobey Maguire as well as Andrew Garfield. And Doctor Strange, you know, Benedict Cumberbatch, it's also on board. So this movie is definitely going to be really important for the MCU and for what they're doing going forward. So let's have a look at the photos that were released. So this is one of the photos on the set. There's not a lot to see there apart from the snow, you know, so it's going to be taking place in the winter. And this is the front photo. This store apparently is where MJ works. And the only thing we can see here is that it is winter time, so it's snowing. This is in New York, supposed to be in New York. I love the name Peter Pan Donut Pastry Shop. Pretty cool. Now on this tweet over here, we have this amazing photo over here. And he's holding a piece of paper, right? So if you see this picture and then you have the next picture, he's just seems to be rehearsing something or talking to himself. He's definitely talking to himself. And then we see MJ inside the pastry. Now, it's hard to tell anything on story when you just look at this photo. I mean, it seems like he's just rehearsing something to talk to MJ. At the same time, his face isn't covered or anything, so are people recognizing him, or what's the deal? What is happening here? So we don't know. This video is just a bunch of signs, you know? And I mean, we have clues here that there's a lot of people missing and rewards. What does this mean? And also, there's something saying citizens to defend Spidey. So, I mean, there's some people here that are actually on the side of Spider-Man. A lot of people going missing. Does that mean, is this referring to the snap? I mean, the snap has been solved right now, or is this going back in time? I mean, it's hard to tell. And then there's another poster that says, I believe. So I mean, I don't know. There's not a lot to go about it, but this is really interesting here. And then the whole snow posters, and that is it. Those are the leaked photos. I'm pretty sure more stuff is going to be popping up. Now, what I really wanted to see if the rumor of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield being on set is really true, because so far all the media, you know, the articles have been addressing it as a rumor. But always, you know, knowing that the multiverse of madness is coming and that is going to be linked with Wanda and Doctor Strange, I mean, I believe that all these characters appearing is just, it's a very Marvel thing to do. But anyways, guys, those are the news. This was indeed a very packed video. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think about all of this. Which one are you more interested in? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe for more. See you next time.